And welcome to Rathdown School for the second part of a two-match programme today. And this is the EY Division 1 match between Monkstown and Corinthians. And here we have the team sheets. Monkstown missing a number of players through injury. Stephen Cole, Jeff Cole and Aaron Rooney all out through injury, and David Nolan also missing. But welcome back, Andrew Fogarty. On the Corinthian side, we have former Monkstown player Peter Carruth, who will be a danger here today, and also recent hockey international Ian Stewart and South African Chad Fletcher. So we're all set to go here in what should be an exciting game. Monkstown playing from left to right, and the umpires are Les Allen and Simon McAllister, and the technical officer Neil McDermott, and today's judge is Gordon Watkins. The sides just changing ends. A very pleasant afternoon here in South County Dublin for hockey. Monkstown with 7 points from their first three matches, sitting towards the top of the EY Division 1 league. Corinthians a bit of a mixed bag for the start, a win, a draw and a loss. Umpires just waiting for Simon Thornton, the Corinthian netminder, to make its way to the goal so that the game can start. Simon McAllister, the umpire on the left side of the pitch. Monkstown fielding current internationals Jeremy Duncan, Lee Cole and David Fitzgerald in goal. The game is on. Carruth to Fletcher. And a long overhead by Fletcher out over the back line, and it will be a push out to Monkstown. Despite the fact that Stephen Cole and Jeff Cole are not playing, there are still two Cole brothers, David and Lee, playing as the centre backs here today. Monkstown also missing Guy Surratt, their penalty corner taker, but have a very able deputy in that department in Rory Nichols. And the first attack by Corinthians leads to a foul on Nick D, and Monkstown have an opportunity to play it out. Nick D taking over from Stephen Cole in centre midfield today. Lee Cole. D. David Cole. Another great long ball from Lee Cole. Fogarty turns his marker. And a pass by Lynch out over the sideline. Bit of a scrappy start to the game. Few missed traps, few missed passes. David Howard. David Howard to Ross Howard. Carruth. Peter Carruth. Fletcher. And Monkstown win the free for the lifted ball. Now a chance for Corinthians to attack. through Max Wright. Right down, but it runs off a stick and out over the back line. And it's a push out to Monkstown. Ian Stewart leading the Corinthians attack today. Recently capped in the European Championships in Poland for Ireland. And it's David Howard. David Howard bursting into the D opportunity. And the first opportunity goes to Corinthians with a rather soft penalty corner off Fogarty's foot. Corinthians have had a very effective short corner unit this year with the big South African. Fletcher in place on the strike. Monkstown defenders getting ready. David Fitzgerald to marshal his defence here. Fitzgerald, very effective goalkeeper. And this will be injected by David Howard. Peter Carruth at the top of the circle. They have a double castle here. Carruth, Futcher, great running. That's brave running out by the Monkstown defence. And the umpire's now conferring. The ball was high. It appeared to be high right on Jeremy Duncan's knee. But the umpires have conferred and have awarded another penalty corner. Duncan still objecting. But another opportunity here for Corinthians. That was brave running down the barrel by Duncan. Corinthians with a double castle at the top, but highly unlikely to use the second castle, given the effectiveness of Carruth and Fletcher. And we go again, and it's switched, and it's well blocked by Monkstown, and it's out over off David Howard's stick. Monkstown take it quickly. Rory Nichols. And Nichols dispossessed by Carruth. Lovely switch pass by Carruth. And Ian Stewart just losing control there, but falling over the Monkstown player free, and Carruth takes it quickly. Cutting in along the back line. Wins the penalty corner. Sustained pressure here by Corinthians. Corner number 3. The first 6 or 7 minutes of this game. Howard with the injection again. Duncan putting on the kneecaps and gloves for protection. Carruth on the open side takes the block, and it's another penalty corner. Well run down, but a missed injection there by Howard. Carruth having to take it in the upright position, got his shot away, but managed to win another penalty corner. Carruth, Fletcher, great save by Fitzgerald, saw it big. Well defended by Monkstown, and they break away, and it's Fogarty. Down on the right side of the pitch. A great crossfield ball, just fails to make it to Carl Lynch. But excellent defending on the short corner barrage by Corinthians. 5 short corners and nothing to show for it. Carruth sucks Nichols in. Good play, Duncan. Back to Duncan. Lovely ball forward by Duncan. Coleman just being dispossessed there, but winning the free. Monkstown just slowing the game down. Umpire McAllister just wanting the free to be taken from the right place. Lee Cole. Lovely long ball again. Just mistrapped by Duncan. Puts pressure on Carruth. And Carruth's pass is mistrapped. And a push to Monkstown. Again mistrapped. And play goes on. A little bit of argy-bargy in the middle of the pitch. David Cole. Former international. Plenty of experience. It's a centre back. Good play by Lynch, drawing the free, coming under pressure there from Corinthians player Neil Wright. Max Neil. Lee Cole closed down by Ian Stewart. Lynch. Probing, looking for the ball, just too wide for Gibbons. Down into the Corinthians' right-hand corner. But out of play, play goes on. Fletcher. Howard. Out to Ben Murphy, out on the right sideline. Fletcher. Dispossessed. Duncan working, or Coleman working very hard, putting pressure up on the Corinthians defence. And good play by David Cole in the centre of the Monkstown defence. And Fogarty fouled in the middle of the field by Carruth. D to Cole. Great ball up into the corner. Great take by Mark Gibbons. Takes on the Corinthians player. Wins the free. Off Max Wright. Lee Cole. Keith Kenning. Cuts back. Monkstown happy to keep possession. Wait for the opportunity to come up. Lynch to D. David Cole, long ball in, cut out by Howard. Rory Nichols chasing Howard down the left sideline, wins the ball, takes it quickly. Lee Cole taking on the Corinthians defence, breaking into the circle. Danger here for Corinthians. And the reverse stick saved by Thornton in the goal. It's a 22 push for Monkstown. Excellent break there by Lee Cole. Cole. Well blocked by Stewart. And good skills by Carruth. Taking down the line there by Max Neal. Lifted ball by Carruth up into Bobby Mason. Bobby Mason, a stalwart of Monkstown Hockey Club, due to the spate of injuries, has been drafted in today. Mason. That's a free out to Monkstown. Lee and David Cole controlling the central defence for Monkstown. D. Lee Cole. Another long ball down the pitch. Mistrapped by Carruth, but well picked up by Max Wright. Good play by Max Wright. Drives inside. Fletcher. Great take by Carruth. Taking on the Monkstown defence. He has pace. Monkstown letting him play. But ball over the forward's head. Taken by Duncan. Bobby Mason. Lovely little ball down the right sideline by Mason. Guilfoyle chasing it. Trying to put pressure on. Oh, Mason bowled over. There by Howard. Very pleasant late afternoon here in Rathdown School. An excellent ball taken on David Cole, leaning on it. Well recovered by Lynch. And it's a 22 push. Great breakaway. It's Duncan now in space. Lovely ball from Duncan. Finds Guilfoyle. Doesn't quite find Guilfoyle, I should say. But again, Monkstown beginning to look dangerous on the break and finding space in attack. Ben Murphy. Into Ross Howard. Craig Mackay at the back. It's saved by Fletcher. He's broken through and a lovely long ball, but well read. And there's a slip there by Cole. But well recovered by Lynch, who takes it out on the reverse, out to the left sideline. Good defensive play by Lynch. Lovely little dink. And Coleman there wins the free. Kenning, David Cole. Kenning. David Cole. Oh, nice skills down the right sideline. It's Fogarty now with the ball. Attacking the Corinthian circle. Wins the free in. Takes it quickly. Gets it in space. Unluckiest pass is lifted. Deemed dangerous. And it's Mackay who comes away with the ball. Murphy coming under pressure. Fletcher, oh, a nice ball inside. Danger here for Monkstown. And that's good play. They've won the win the penalty corner again by an attack in along the left sideline, or left baseline. And Monkstown have to defend penalty corner number 6. That was an excellent run in there by Max Wright. Corinthians, Carruth is off the pitch. Injection out, taken, great save by, and a brilliant double save there by Fitzgerald. Low down on his right hand with his stick. Here we see the penalty corner, but now it's a breakaway for Monkstown. It's Lee Cole. Just doesn't find Coleman with the pass. But excellent defending on the penalty corners there from Monkstown. Fitzgerald in particular. First save with the pad, second save with the stick. Ross Willis. Good ball down the left side, and that's another good attack there by Corinthians. Robbie Clark with some pace down the side, but good skills. Dispossessed. And Fletcher dispossessed there. Double stick tackle. Free into Corinthians. And a free out to Monkstown to be taken by Cole. Corinthians certainly having the better of this first quarter. It's 6 penalty corners, but the score remains Monkstown 0, Corinthians 0. Some heroics in the Monkstown goal by Dave Fitzgerald and some excellent defending. Corinthians able to make their breaks into the Monkstown circle through Robbie Clark and Peter Carruth, ably supported by Ian Stewart. Monkstown relying on Andrew Fogarty and Jeremy Duncan to get forward, and then support from the back by Lee Cole. Head coach Eddie O'Malley now talking to the players. Obviously want to correct a few things to try and get better control of this match. Dave Fitzgerald giving a few pointers there on the defensive work. The players coming back, Corinthians coming back out, having heard the comments from stand-in coach today, Andrew Sutton. Their manager, Sean Stewart, a stalwart of the club. And for Monkstown, another stalwart, Sam Farrer, who is the first team manager. Simon Thornton making his way back to the Corinthians net. Originally played with Pembroke and transferred a number of seasons ago to Corinthians. Ian Stewart with the push off to start the second quarter. Still no score, all to play for. Fletcher to Murphy. Lovely touch by Murphy. Bypasses Guilfoyle. Good attack here by Corinthians. Danger in along the back line. And here's Carruth on the line. And a pile driver from Carruth goes flying over Fitzgerald's crossbar. And an exciting attack there from Corinthians. The ball played back. Carruth coming from deep. Meets it. And there we see it right over the crossbar. Hewitt and finds Duncan. Duncan cuts inside, wins the free. Hewitt again. Lee Cole. Kenning. Kenning advances. Finds Fogarty. Nice 3D skills from Fogarty. Lovely play from Fogarty. And he wins the penalty corner and a great shot from Duncan. Excellent skills from Fogarty there, culminating in the reverse stick pass to Duncan. And it finds a Corinthian leg. Here we see Duncan's shot. And it comes off Ross Howard's leg. And it's a first penalty corner to Monkstown. And here we have Fogarty with the injection, or Duncan with the injection. Top of the D, Nichols with the drag. Great save by Thornton in the goal, down to his right hand side. Duncan again, back across, goes over Guilfoyle's stick, and the danger subsides for Corinthians. Ross Howard leaves it. Ross Willis to Ben Murphy. Dave Howard controlling things at the centre of the back for Corinthians. And a very good overhead down into the corner. Picked up by Max, failed to be picked up there by Max Wright, but an excellent run and a very good overhead. But Monkstown have the push out. Taken quickly to Nichols, whose pile driver there was saved down low to Thornton's right. Hewitt. Max, and an opportunity here for Monkstown. A good ball in by D. Just fails to meet a Monkstown stick. Ball out over the back line, but Monkstown now beginning to exert a little bit better, more pressure with some good moves. Fletcher, Howard, the two Howard brothers. Fletcher. And well taken. Excellent play by Duncan. Lovely 3D skills down the sideline, but deemed to be dangerous by the umpire McAllister. A good ball. Finds Carruth. And an excellent ball down the right sideline by Carruth. Finds Purdue. Good play by Purdue. Wins the 22 push in. Be taken by Carruth. Carruth to Fletcher. Fletcher losing control of the ball. Just wins the free in, just right down in the baseline. It's Fletcher again. Tries to win the penalty corner, but Carruth wins the ball again. Slightly lifted ball in there by Fletcher. Danger here for Monkstown, but good play by Kenning. Excellent play by Kenning. Just gives away the 22 push. And a lovely ball in by Carruth. Well watched by Fitzgerald, and the ball knocked out by Fitzgerald for a 22 push. Corinthians exerting another period of pressure here in the Monkstown defence. Monkstown doing very well not to concede penalty corners. Quick ball by Carruth. Finds Stewart. Stewart tries to dummy inside. Good skills. Excellent defending. Excellent defending by Keith Kenning. Dispossesses Stewart and wins the free. Lee Cole. Nick D. Triangular passing there to look to work the ball out here for Monkstown. Callum Hewitt. Kenning. The best chances in the game so far, all falling to Corinthians. But Monkstown managing to defend very effectively. Hewitt to Cole. Kenning, good play, lovely first touch there by Lynch. Nichols driving down the right sideline. Looks to clip the ball in but misses. And that'll be a free out. Promising move there by Monkstown down that right sideline. And Nichols and Lynch getting in each other's way, give away the free hit, and it's Carruth with a very early ball. Stewart just failing to trap it. Rory Nichols tries to force the ball past Stewart, fails to do so. Lynch wins the free. Lynch. Oh, missed by Nick D, but Picked up by Fogarty. Good covering back by Fogarty. Callum Hewitt into David Cole. Good pressure there by Stewart. And Fletcher puts pressure on D, who loses the ball. It runs to Max Neal. Max Neal wins the 22 push. Good defending there by Hewitt. Fletcher takes it on. Good 3D skills. Really well played by Jeremy Duncan. And Guilfoyle draws the foul from Ross Willis. Kenning. David Cole. Good pressure from Stewart. Nearly managed to pickpocket that off David Cole. Good strength by Duncan. Excellent possession retention. Kenning. Great ball in by Kenning into the D. Oh, and a missed drag by Gibbons with a great opportunity. And Nichols gets bowled over there by Ross Purdue. Duncan finds Lynch. And a penalty corner. A good run in there by Lynch, but he's stick fouled by David Howard. High up on the stick. Just on the edge of the circle. Penalty corner to Monkstown. Monkstown's second penalty corner, and an opportunity now for Rory Nichols to open their account. Corinthians not entirely happy with the decision, but umpire McAllister very adamant that it should be a penalty corner. Duncan with the injection. And a ripper in there by Rory Nichols, which is very well saved by Simon Thornton on the mask. Sun in Thornton's eyes, and a great run in along the back line, an opportunity. And the umpires awarded a free out there to Corinthians, but an opportunity there for Monkstown to open the account. Very good defensive play by Corinthians. They break away here. Now with Max Wright. Good play by Wright. Finds Carruth. Carruth looking to control things. A great ball in by Carruth to Fletcher. Ball deflected high over Fitzgerald's bar. Nichols. And that was a real pile driver from Rory Nichols, but it was straight down Simon Thornton's throat, and the goalie managed to save it. And a great ball through from Nichols, but just outside the post. Monkstown had players lurking in around the penalty spot, but Nichols couldn't get the right angle on it, but the power was good. Down in the Corinthians' goal at the moment, vision is difficult because the sun is dipping down in the sky. And good pressure there from Mark Gibbons on Fletcher. Wins the ball. Duncan breaking it through. Good 3D skills again from Duncan. Excellent. He's breaking in towards the circle. Real danger here. Opportunity. But cut out by the Corinthians defence. Another excellent run there by Duncan. And Monkstown now getting some purchase down that right side of the pitch. Rory Nichols. David Cole. Certainly in the last 5 or 6 minutes, Monkstown beginning to grow in confidence. O'Cole slips Lee Cole, and he recovers well. Being pressured there by Ian Stewart. Good pressure by Gibbons, right down in the left-hand corner, and a good aerial cleared out to Stephen Reid. Mistraps it, gives the ball back to Lee Cole. Carl Lynch making himself available in the middle of the pitch, taking over that role in midfield when Nick D is out of position. Mistrap by Rory Nichols, but wins the free off the Purdue's foot. Keith Kenning. Again, Monkstown patient. Transferring left to right with David Cole. D coming back, retaining possession. Good ball, Lynch. Monkstown happy to keep possession. Nick D. Corinthians midfield being very disciplined. 4 into midfield to block that through ball. Now Duncan finds Lynch. Good run in support there by Lynch. Duncan in there looking for the ball. Tight skills by Duncan. Duncan wins the free, coming in along the baseline. Kenning. Monkstown switch from left to right. Good play by Coleman. But a strong tackle in the centre of the defence by Neil Young. Wins the ball back for Corinthians. Fletcher. And a reverse overhead by Fletcher goes out of play. Umpire McAllister calling the play up. And a great ball by Lee Cole into the circle, and a wipe there by the Corinthians defence, but not given as a penalty corner, but it is a 22 push-in. Lee Cole, lovely deception to Nichols. And Nichols wins the penalty corner there. And a very strong tackle there by Purdue. Gives Monkstown their 3rd penalty corner. And an opportunity for Rory Nichols. He has already extracted 2 very good saves from Simon Thornton in the Corinthians net. Duncan with the injection, just a single castle at the top of the D. Lee Cole, stick stop. Nichols with the strike. And another great save by Simon Thornton, this time low on the ground. He gets his boot to it and he clears it out over the right sideline. Carl Lynch. Nick D. Monkstown now enjoying a little bit of pressure. A lot of play in the Corinthians half. They seem to be building in confidence now. Free out to Corinthians, and that'll have to come back about another 10 or 15 yards. Ross Willis. David Howard. Fletcher. Chad Fletcher. David Howard. Good ball. Finds Ross Willis on the right sideline. But a missed trap gives the ball back to Monkstown. David Cole. Well into the second quarter and half-time looming. And the game is very even at this stage. 4-3 in the penalty corner shout, but Fogarty picks it up in midfield. Good strong drive by Fogarty. Takes it quickly, wins the free. Yes, can't for Gibbons. Doesn't get enough purchase on it. And an opportunity there goes for Monkstown. Very strong run by Fogarty. Monkstown at their most dangerous when individuals are running at the Corinthians' defence. And a good ball from Lee, deflected off Ian Stewart's stick, and that will be 22 push. And there he is, goes the whistle for the end of the second quarter and therefore half time. And the score is Monkstown 0, Corinthians 0. Corinthians having had the best of the first quarter and Monkstown having had the best of the second quarter. For this game, it's very evenly balanced, and an opportunity now for the coaches to make a few adjustments for the second half to see if they can make that difference that could edge this game for either side. Players taking on board some rehydration. Very pleasant late afternoon here in Glenageary. And we'll sign off there for the first half, and we look forward to you joining us for what should be an exciting second half of this EY Hockey Division 1 League match. And welcome back to Rathdown School for the second half of the Division 1 EY Hockey League game between Monkstown and Corinthians. The halftime score, Monkstown 0, Corinthians 0. A very even first half. First quarter edged by Corinthians, second quarter edged by Monkstown. So all to play for in the second half and what could be a tight game here. Monkstown with the pushback. Umpire's just waiting for the short corner equipment to be transferred from end to end. There's a fair amount of equipment behind that, but the umpires are now ready and satisfied. Ready to go. Duncan with the pushback to D. Kenny. Lee Cole. David Cole, D, playing a very good holding game in midfield today. Always making himself available. David Cole. Good play, Fogarty. Good strong follow through by Fogarty, but won by Carruth. Carruth to Max Wright, to Ben Murphy. Ross Howard. It's his brother, David Howard. Good strong ball, finds Carruth on the left sideline. D marshalling him. Ball down. Carruth again. Good play by Carruth, wins the free in. Nichols. And D and Monkstown concede or win the free. Allows them to attack. And a great aerial ball finds Kenning. Right across on the left side of the pitch. Into Lynch. David Cole. Good long ball. Lynch. Confronted by Howard. Howard putting pressure on. But Corinthians lose control of the ball and it comes back to Duncan. Lovely ball down the line. Great come back by Gibbons. Picks it up. But just runs out of space, having lost control. And that'll be free to Corinthians, just outside their 22. Ben Murphy to David Howard. Peter Carruth. Good skills by Carruth. Takes it round Guilfoyle. But a great tackle by Lee Cole. Perfectly timed. Takes the ball away. Finds Duncan. Great running across the pitch by Duncan and a lovely ball. Looks for Gibbons. Gibbons picks it up on the baseline on the right. And a great tackle. But it's deemed to be a free taken quickly. Duncan switching direction. Wins the penalty corner. No. Umpire deems it off its stick and it's a 22 push in. Lee Cole. Nichols. Monkstown look to transfer to the left. Nick D. David Cole. Monkstown patiently playing it between the two central players at the moment. And good skills. Oh, and taken down and a penalty corner. And that was a very late tackle on Duncan there by Ben Murphy. And this may lead to a suspension. Oh, but the umpire looks like he was a little lenient there. But Guilfoyle was through and Duncan was through and just taken down on his back foot as he entered the circle. Now, penalty corner number 4 for Monkstown. This time, Fogarty at the top of the D with the 6-stop. Duncan, as usual, with the injection. Corinthians defence just organising themselves, getting all their protective equipment on, and we're ready to go. Good ball out. Nichols, and the ball is in the back of the net. Low into the bottom left-hand corner of Thornton's net, gives Monkstown the lead in their 4th penalty corner. Monkstown 1, Corinthians 0, 7 minutes into the 3rd quarter. Nichols, having gone high in his previous 3, this time went low bottom left, and that was enough to beat Thornton. Corinthians now looking to get back in the game quickly, but a missed trap by Fletcher. And a good aerial ball by Lee Cole. Brilliantly finds Duncan. Duncan wins the free. Ross Howard encroaching within the 5 metres. A little bit of time to get the game going again. Lynch finds Duncan. Duncan making himself available at every opportunity in the top third of the pitch. And that's a great tackle by Gibbons, but fouled. Dean to foul Carruth with the high aerial over everybody, and that ball will roll out over the Monkstown back line for a push out. Lee Cole. Kenning. Good play down the left sideline by Monkstown. Duncan again. Lovely underarm pass by Duncan. Fails to find Kenning. Chance for Corinthians to break here with Howard. David Howard looks to find Ian Stewart. Stewart cuts inside. Great tackle there by Kenning, but it's still Howard. And Howard, lovely reverse stick pass back in onto the Monkstown foot. And it's a penalty corner to Corinthians. Corinthians' 5th penalty corner of the match. So far, the Monkstown defence have been able to deal with what has been thrown at them from the corners, but the Corinthians' penalty corner setup is still a very dangerous one. Monkstown defence. Duncan will be running one. Really a brave run, running down, right down the barrel of the striker. And we've got Max Neal and Fletcher at the top of the circle, and it's Fletcher. And it's a great save again by Fitzgerald. No, it went wide of the post. It looked like Fitzgerald had touched it, but he was obviously just shepherding it wide of his right-hand post. And another missed opportunity there for Corinthians to equalise this match. David Cole finds Nichols. Lovely ball down the sideline. Great running into the corner. But it's Ben Murphy. To Willis. Murphy. Willis. Fletcher. David Howard back in his normal central defensive position. Max Neal, good ball across, fails to find a Corinthians shirt. And Rory Nichols. Bobby Mason. A lot of experience, but this time His pass finds Purdue. David Howard. Fletcher, good one too. Excellent, but mistrapped. Mason is in there. Strong tackle there by Corinthians. Finds Ross Howard attacking the circle. A chance here. Miss hits his shot. Couldn't get the purchase on it to beat Fitzgerald. But the ball deflects off a Monkstown player, and it is a 22 push. Carruth. And a missed pass by Carruth to Fletcher, and the opportunity is lost to Corinthians, and that will be a push into Monkstown, just inside their 22. Lee Cole. Will he go the long route? He's gone with the long area, and he finds Fogarty. Unfortunately, a mistrap by Fogarty. And there's a suspension for Fogarty for 2 minutes. So Monkstown down to 10 men. An opportunity now for Corinthians to turn the screw in these 2 minutes. Good ball to Stewart. Great tackle. And a penalty corner is won off Lee Cole. Monkstown disputing a lifted ball, but it was for a previous previous foul, so a sixth penalty corner for Corinthians. Monkstown organising their defence. Once again, Duncan spearheading it. Corinthians have Carruth and Fletcher at the top of the D, but they also have Max Neal in a double castle. Fletcher, and the ball into Fitzgerald's bottom right-hand corner. And from their sixth penalty corner, Corinthians equalise. Monkstown 1, Corinthians 0. Monkstown with the push off again. They need to regroup. Corinthians now starting to put a bit more pressure up on the Monkstown defenders. And drawing a mistake out from Mason there, and it's a push into Corinthians. It's Carruth, wins the free. Now, still time to go on the suspension here. So Monkstown will be hoping to play it out with no further damage, but a poor pass from Fletcher just goes aimlessly out over the right sideline. Nichols. And Monkstown now back to full complement, but did suffer the damage there of conceding the equalising goal while Fogarty was off the pitch. Carruth back in the left defensive position. Ross Willis. And a good first time deflection, an excellent pass has opened up for Murphy to attack the Monkstown defence. And that's good defensive play by Lee Cole. And he breaks down that Corinthians attack, which could have been dangerous. And the score is 1-1, both goals coming from penalty corners in this third quarter, which is probably a fair reflection of the game to date. And good play there by Howard. Support from Max Neal. And from Robbie Clark. Carruth will be looking strong injection into the circle, but brilliantly blocked by Duncan. Now a chance for Monkstown. But his pass is just too far in front of Fogarty. But a very good break by Monkstown. Carruth trying to blast that ball into the Monkstown circle, but brilliantly blocked by Duncan. Purdue to Howard. Purdue again. Lee Cole having a very effective game in the heart of the Monkstown defence. He's tidied up everything. But his early free is intercepted there by Carruth. A chance here, but a great tackle by Kenning. And another great tackle. And he rings the foul off Carruth. Another long area, lovely area by Lee Cole, mistrapped by Carl Lynch. But Coleman putting pressure on the Corinthians' defence. Lynch there, and good work by Corinthians, taking it out down the right sideline. And good skills there by Stephen Reid, but finally dispossessed. Now a chance for Monkstown to open it up. Advantage play. Excellent play by Nick D, taking on the Corinthians defence. 1-on-1. Lynch over the ball. Finds Kenning. Good support play by Kenning. Can he deliver into the D? No, they're coming in along the back line with Hewitt. Very good play by Hewitt, deflected out by Corinthians. And that'll be a 22 push. Cole, Lee Cole. And a diving tackle there by Purdue. Deflects the ball out over the back line for another 22 push to Monkstown. Kenning. Coming under pressure from Neil Young. Nick D. Left back. And Keith Kenning. Well read by David Howard there, intercepting, but deflected out over the sideline. Push into Monkstown. Hewitt. Callum Hewitt taking the ball. Plays it back to Kenning. And Monkstown recycle it around. Back out to the left sideline. Sam Hickmott. Good first introduction to the game. Hickmott again. Delivers in the D. But off a Monkstown foot, and it's a free out. Good play there on the left by Sam Hickmott. And that's the end of the third quarter. And the deadlock was broken by Monkstown, with Rory Nichols putting in a low penalty corner to the left of Simon Thornton's hand. And then an equaliser from Corinthians, who put it low right of David Fitzgerald's hand. And so the score is 1-1. A fair reflection on the play to date. So the match is now set up for an exciting final quarter. The sun getting lower. Still shining into Fitzgerald's goal, which should be a bit of an advantage for Corinthians. But Monkstown, with 5 players injured or away, are making good progress in this match. Currently missing international Davy Carson, who's been injured since the end of August. And Stephen Cole, very experienced international as well, also missing today, together with his brother Jeff and Aaron Rooney, who has a hamstring injury. And with David Nolan away, certainly they're having to work hard. Right, the umpires are looking to get play going promptly here. It'll be Monkstown's pushback with Duncan. We're ready to go. Umpire McAllister ready to blow the whistle for the last quarter. So here we go, 17.5 minutes. Good play by Fogarty. Lovely skills by Fogarty. Wins the free just inside the 22. Good probing run by Fogarty with Lynch. D. Good early ball. Finds Nichols. Kenning. David Cole. David Cole. Kenning. Again, patient play by Monkstown. Good ball by Nichols down. Good running by Mark Gibbons. Picks it up in the bottom right-hand corner. But concedes the foul and gives Corinthians an opportunity to move the ball out. But a good initial run there by Gibbons, trying to create space in the bottom right-hand corner. Ross Howard. And a long ball finds its way out over the Monkstown backline, and that will be a push out to Monkstown. Kenning. David Cole finds Nick D, put under pressure. Max Neal working hard here for Corinthians, moving across the defensive setup of Monkstown. But a lovely first touch, but it's picked up by Carruth. But he overplays it. Now an opportunity for Monkstown to break on the counter-attack. It's with Nichols. David Cole supporting on the right. Nichols. And Nichols' pass doesn't find a Monkstown shirt, and there's an opportunity now, and it's Max Neal. Finds Carruth. Carruth takes on Lynch. Good tackle by Lynch. Stops the attack. Fletcher. Dave Howard. Missed trap by Howard. But it finds Murphy on the right. Good attacking run by Murphy. Gets to the right baseline. Push in, down in the sunshine in the bottom right-hand corner for Corinthians. And Monkstown concede a 22 push. Good ball from Fletcher, finds Carruth. No, lovely skills from Carruth. And a ripper. And it's a free out and a great shot in, a great save from Fitzgerald. Really good tomahawk there from Carruth. Lovely inside ball there by Duncan, picked up by Guilfoyle. But Corinthians attack again down the right side of the pitch. And Stewart wins the free in. I'm sorry, Ross Howard wins the free in. Ross Willis, good play. Good reverse by Stewart, but the ball's played off Stewart's feet. Good save by Fitzgerald. And Stewart is protesting, and he's earned himself a 2-minute suspension, which in a tight game like this could be pivotal. Now, can Monkstown make full use of the extra player? Duncan. Duncan finds Cole, David Cole, Lee Cole. Callum Hewitt. Excellent ball from Hewitt. Good running there from Coleman. Rory Nichols. Good ball. Callum Hewitt. Unlucky there with the first time cross into the D. Comes in the air, deemed dangerous, and that'll be a free out to Corinthians, who will be quite happy to tick down the clock. David Howard. Nice aerial ball into middle of the field, but it's picked up by Lee Cole. Looking directly into the sun. Cole with a great ball. Finds Duncan. Duncan taking on Carruth here. Interesting battle here. Good skills by Duncan. Great 3D skills and an early shot from Duncan. Draws the save from Thornton and it's cleared. Nick D. Ball back in play. Callum Hewitt. Corinthians still with 10 men. Carl Lynch. Good. Monkstown are working the ball around the sides, making Corinthians work hard. Great skills by Fogarty. He's in the D. And a great shot by Fogarty, just goes past the left-hand post, but it's taken a deflection and it's a 22. Taken quickly. And taken a bit too quickly there by Fogarty, and Hewitt had just overrun the ball, and that'll be a push in. Corinthians back to 11. And Fletcher with a massive overhead. And it's found Stewart right in the D now. An opportunity for Corinthians. And Stewart has put the ball into the back of the net. And a tremendous overhead there. Route one by Fletcher. Good control by Stewart. And an excellent reverse stick hit into the far left front post of Fitzgerald's net. Just under 10 minutes to go now in the match. And there's a run by Duncan. Just missed controls. Will there be a response? Will there be a response now from Monkstown? And a mistake there by Corinthians concedes advantage to Monkstown deep into their half. It's taken by Carl Lynch. Carl Lynch extracts the deflected ball from Corinthians, and it's a push in, 22 push. Lee Cole. Well recovered there by Lee Cole. Monkstown now being patient. Corinthians all back behind the ball. Good skills by Nichols. And Nichols trying to burst into the circle there, but it's taken away here by Stewart. Some feisty tackles going in now. The umpire deeming the ball over the sideline, gives the ball back to Corinthians. 7 minutes to go in the match. Fletcher, good 1-2. Finds Carruth on the left sideline. Good ball forward by Carruth. Danger here again for Monkstown. But cannot find a red shirt in the circle. Gibbons. Early ball, finds Duncan, but Duncan's confronted. He's got 7, 8 Corinthians players back in defence. Carruth snaps it off Guilfoyle, or Coleman. Pace of the game now beginning to hot up. And Cole's ball cannot find Gibbons out on the left sideline, and that'll be a push into Corinthians. And the ball free to Monkstown. Fogarty picks it up. And it's Nichols. Takes it in off a Corinthian stick, but he keeps it in play. Good ball across, but it breaks into open ground. And Fletcher can take it away for Corinthians. Great take by David Cole at the back. Can launch another attack. Lovely touch there by Coleman. Finds Guilfoyle. Guilfoyle looking for support. But a good tackle by Howard. But Monkstown take it quickly. D to Lee Cole. Finds Guilfoyle. Excellent play by Guilfoyle. Right across the front of the goal. And the umpire deems it's a free out. And that'll be a bit of a relief to Corinthians. That was a very dangerous situation for them. And Fogarty encroaching on Ross Howard there. Gives the free to Corinthians. 5 minutes to go in the match. Further free to Corinthians. Good play by Corinthians. They find Carruth. Gets to Ben Murphy on the right here. Dangerous attacking situation. Murphy, still Murphy. And Murphy with a reverse stick shot. Comfortably handled by Fitzgerald in the Monkstown goal. And Carruth. Back to Carruth. Carruth controlling things here on the left sideline. Looking to run down the clock. Successfully doing it, but dispossessed. And it's Carruth. Takes it down into the bottom corner again. Extracts the free, the clock ticking down all the time. And Monkstown get the free, but Carruth used up very valuable time down there in the left-hand corner. Lee Cole finds Callum Hewitt. And a great tackle in there by Ross Howard. But just overruns the ball. And a good ball there to Bobby Mason. And Mason is fouled out on the left sideline. 2 minutes for Monkstown now to salvage something from this game. Kenning. Monkstown attacking down to Fogarty. Fogarty dispossessed in the bottom corner by Ross Howard. Good play by Fogarty, gets it back. Missed trap by Guilfoyle. Lee Cole. Lee Cole, good 3D skills by Cole. Wins the free in. Takes it quickly. Chance for Monkstown. But a weak pass in there by Nichols. Doesn't get the ball into the D. The umpire stopping time. Corinthians throwing the ball down the pitch, looking to run down the clock. But game on again. Lee Cole. Well defended. And very good defensive work. Very great running by Fogarty. But now the ball will go to Fletcher here for the... And an overhead by Fletcher down into the bottom left-hand corner. Well picked up there by Max Neal. And Monkstown get the ball out. Good early ball. It's picked up by Duncan. Chance for Duncan now to run at their defence. Strong tackle by Duncan. Quick follow through. Mason fails to control the ball. Goes back to Corinthians. Game getting frantic, but it's down now in the right hand corner. And now it's Max Neal just holding the ball there. Winning the free hit. And this is clever play by Corinthians, who are holding the ball down in the corners, just holding the ball up on the stick, which is deemed to be playing the ball, and that'll be a free out to Monkstown. They need to get the ball forward very quickly here. Lee Cole. Oh, and Lee Cole is giving it in to Ian Stewart. Stewart is now going down into the bottom corner again, just running down the clock. But dispossessed. And Monkstown now have taken David Fitzgerald off and brought on the extra outfield player. Diving tackle there by Purdue. But Max Neal not able to control it. Things getting a little frantic now in these last few minutes. Monkstown looking to create the chance. And some really desperate defending by Corinthians. And it's a free in to Monkstown, right in a danger area here. Last minute of the game. Monkstown need to get the ball into the Corinthian circle. Good play. It's found Carl Lynch. And that's... And the umpire there is deemed a push, and it's a free out to Corinthians, and this should see them home. Well taken by... Yeah, some of the umpire's decisions now not going Monkstown's way, but well taken there by David Cole. Monkstown with an empty net. Need to get the ball up into the circle. Monkstown putting pressure on down here, down in the right side. It's Duncan. He'll probably run with the ball. There he goes to David Cole. Lee Cole switches it around. Good ball down to the back line. And that's a penalty corner, and this is the last chance saloon for Monkstown. And there goes the final whistle. So the game will end on this play. Corinthians leading 2-1. They've defended their lead very well until that very last moment of the match. And they conceded a penalty corner. All the Monkstown players up around the circle. Once the ball comes out of the circle, that will be the end of the game. So it's Duncan with the injection. Duncan. And it's another penalty corner, but brave running by the Corinthians defence. Robbie Clark there, first out. Very brave stuff. Clark running one. He was out very quickly, right in the line of the strike from Rory Nichols. Duncan. And there's another penalty corner, and there's tension here at the end of this game. Third penalty corner in a row here. Corinthians defending very well to date, but a third opportunity here for Monkstown to equalise in what is the last play of the match. And Rory Nichols drags the ball wide of the right-hand post. And Corinthians has edged a very tight match here at Rathdown today by 2-1. Goal scored by Fletcher from a penalty corner and from Ian Stewart from a long overhead Route 1 goal, which is the difference between the two teams here today. Monkstown's goal coming from Rory Nichols from a penalty corner, but he failed to hit the target with that final play of the match. So the final score here in this EY Division 1 match is Monkstown 1, Corinthians 2.